It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And towing the slab here, Garrett Crochet. What do you have on him?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
All right, ready to go here. And into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. And that misses. And the series is underway. And now 2-0. That catches the corner. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he deals. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Tyler O'Neill. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Crochet, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back here at Fenway Park. Getting the nod in this one, Kyle Bradish.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, Hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that drops in for a strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And downstairs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here is David Hamilton.
Counts 1-0.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. In the dirt, blocked. Good hitters count the 2-0. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Here's the tail for 1 on a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Out there to center. Mullins on his horse. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Into second, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
So runner at second, 2 down. And stepping in for Boston, Kerry Carpenter. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
2 outs. Just missed.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first-inning lead.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the wild card series. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
Misses outside, and it's 3-2. Alex Bregman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Red Sox, scoreless after 1. Game 1 of this wild card series. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Crochet back to work. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Next offering is in for a strike.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Colton Cowser in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. The 1-0. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Next offering upstairs. Second inning here, no score. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Abreu makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. Up and in, ball 1.
Well, that's a good pitch there.
Ball 1, no strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 out, space is empty.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Check swing, and he held up. That's towards center. Rafaela under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Slider right there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that one in the air center field. Mullins sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
That is good. The first baseman.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Just misses with that one. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. One down, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So digging in, Connor Wong. That one the other way. Mateo whips it to first. That ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Hey!
Gets a piece and stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Top of the third, no score. Next offering misses. Yeah, that's ball two. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses, and that's ball three. And he couldn't come up with it. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Jorge Mateo now. Runner on the go. Trying to bunt his way on. Has to barehand it to first. Nicely done for the out.
No, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Adley Rutschman. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game one of the wild card series. In there at the knees. And the count 1-1. Line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Dives for the tag. Got him. And that is out number 3.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense. Excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got him in time.
Back here in Boston, now Wilyer Abreu. There's a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Way inside. Got him swinging. And now Cedar Rafaela. Outside. And it's 1-0. Bradish ready to fire now. Swing at a ground ball, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Now batting Jarren Duran. 1 for 1 with a single so far. To the right side. He steps on the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the 4th now in game number 1. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Tyler O'Neill. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And the 0-2. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
There's a swing and a drive. And in 1 hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay in there safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber, and when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So now here's the DH, Ahmed Rosario. Struck out swinging his first time. Line drive. Lunging, but can't bring it in. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Big RBI for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now the batter now, Colton Cowser. Flied to right his first time. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Trying to move him over here. Casas to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Runners on the move. Bunting, and he pops it up. Wong on to first. The runners move up on the sacrifice. And stepping in is the speedy Jordan Westburg. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that's
Ball,
off
that's
the
off the
outside
plate.
edge. And that's ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Justin Slate getting loose out there. Hendricks warming up as well. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 3.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
So up next, Ryan Mountcastle. He reached out a walk his first time. Just missed. 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. So stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And here is Devers, doubled his first time up.
Boog, this batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
Outside. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Next to hit, Kerry Carpenter. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. Grounder might be 2. Westberg over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 4. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Justin Slate.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Mateo stands in now and watches strike 1.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Goes down looking. So the lineup flips over. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Slayton, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
And now Tyler O'Neill. Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wong pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now here is Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 2. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Orioles, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Game 1 of this wild card series. Here's Alex Bregman. Bradish back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That missed by a lot. And a count 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Connor Wong grounded out his first time. And there's a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Just missed. And that's in for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
swing and a high fly ball, well struck. O'Neill going back on this one, and it bangs off the monster. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Out number 3. And the Red Sox leave one. Still down 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a strike. There's a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Cowser, batting with one down, takes a strike. Ball one there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the wild card series. On the ground, Bregman to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, bases empty. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball gets the corner at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Lined into right. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway, and now it's going to be Cedric Rafaela. First pitch misses. Up the middle, Mateo. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Red Sox trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Slapped foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 up, 2 down.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive, and that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
So 2 down now, and here is David Hamilton. And he takes a strike.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
And it's 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. The 2-1. That's a little bit low.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's to third. Fires across the diamond. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Liam Hendricks. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. That's in there. 0-1. Hendricks in his 12th season, 36 years old, and he's a native of Australia. And that one missing low. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Mateo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just missed.
That's just out.
And there's a ball. Line drive and foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
2 down, nobody on. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Just missed. Now, Red Sox fans are frustrated, no question. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now back, the designated hitter, Terry.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
The Orioles leading by 3 here in the late stages of game 1. Just missed.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's down and in. Cut out and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Devers stands at first with 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out of the foul tip.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Digging in, Tristan Casas. First pitch, and he just misses. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it's off the green monster. Headed for the plate. Head for a slide, and he's safe. And it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Base hit center field. Here comes Casas around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 3-2.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Kyle Bradish won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Keegan Aiken on to pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now, Wilyer Abreu. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. So the tying run at second. Got him! They limit the damage here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Suarez.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 75.
Back to the top of the order now. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Wilson getting loose as well.
Yeah!
Inside, 2-1.
Ball 3.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Here's your 1. And that is out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Suarez tossed to second. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 3. Fought off foul. Next offering is fouled back. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ahmed Rosario. Hit in the air, center field. He's got it, and that is that. And the Orioles lead one, but they still lead at 3-2. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Rob Refsnyder.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. Missed with a changeup. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. To the right side, Mateo. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now the shortstop, David Hamilton. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And he lays down a bunt, and that's a foul ball. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Next offering is in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Now a pop-up on the infield. Westberg under this one. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're on to the 9th in Game 1. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox 2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Gregory Soto.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Leading off, Colton Cowser. That's too low. 1-0. The Red Sox
1-0.
with some bullpen action. Justin Wilson, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Bernardino getting cranked up as well.
Ball. 2-0.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Right down the chute. Counts full, 3-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, out towards right center. Abreu on the move, and there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike one.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's a ball.
And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one ripped. And no one can get there.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulders stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that.
Runner takes off. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. Runner on the go again. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Save.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets to it with a slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. So digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Foul ball there. Two outs. Ground ball up the middle. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground to third. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch way upstairs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Outside low, and a count 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1, Felix Bautista.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That one's in there. Strike 1. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Tying run at the plate. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Hard hit, right side. Off balance throw, in time. And they get Bregman for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Big spot here, bottom of the ninth. Down to their final out. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
This to third. On to first. Ball game. And the Orioles take game one of the series on the road. So the Baltimore Orioles take game one of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boog, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these 2 teams.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.